Now that Lucid Motors and CCIV have officially declared that they will be merging in one of the biggest SPAC deals in history, we as investors now need to consider what could be the long-term gains for this EV company. We will discuss in this video whether or not you can expect to see some short-term price action before they officially merge, the reasons to why many believe Lucid will grow to be the next Tesla, and whether or not you should add this stock to your portfolio. So let's get started. Hello everyone, this is Mark with MC Stocks. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button for more videos like this one. And as always, remember to do your own due diligence when investing and seek a financial advisor for professional advice. So let's first talk about the short-term price action for CCIV stock. We just went through the major catalyst driving up the stock price, which was the anticipation of CCIV and Lucid Motors eventually announcing that they will merge. They went from a typical SPAC trading price of $10 to a peak of over $60, before suddenly falling back down again to the current price of $30. There are no further known catalysts until CCIV and Lucid actually merge. There may be some announcements from Lucid in the meantime, but we cannot predict when these will occur. Some announcements may include factory and production updates, self-driving technology updates, vehicle announcements, but nothing that we can particularly anticipate. So we wouldn't expect quick run-ups like we did in the previous month for this stock over the next few weeks, without some major catalysts being announced. Now let's shift over to the long-term potential for CCIV and Lucid Motors. Let's first focus on this InvestorPlace article and see what they have to say. The title reads, "With the Lucid Motors merger confirmed, CCIV stock is your 10x opportunity." So very bullish to say the least, but let's read on further. The subtitle says that Lucid Motors could be a $1 trillion company by 2040. So buying CCIV stock today could be like buying Tesla stock in 2017. A 10x opportunity in about 20 years is definitely not a bad offer. But they do indirectly point out that Tesla stock managed to reach about that valuation in about 3 years. So let's dig into their reasoning. They first start off to why the recent dip could be the golden opportunity to buy yourself some shares. First, they state the obvious, saying that the risk of CCIV not merging with Lucid has been eliminated. Second, they state that Lucid is where Tesla was operationally about 10 years ago and has the right ingredients to become a major global EV force. Arguably, they may actually be past where Tesla was, given that they are able to build a factory in Arizona in under a year, and they will have an even bigger factory in Saudi Arabia soon as well. But the article's last point is the most speculative. They say that given the long-term earnings growth potential, they say that Lucid is worth about $100 billion today. This assumes that the fair price for CCIV is $60 and could then grow 10 times. However, from the recent merger deal details, we know that the merger was valued at $24 billion, which is already greater than the originally speculated $12 to $15 billion valuation. So if you so far agree with this article, the current stock price could be a great deal if it should be worth $60. Let's move on to why they're making these valuations. They start by explaining that Lucid has a great team coming from a variety of backgrounds, and that they have a great $4.5 billion in cash at their disposal. Then they go into how great their luxury car is. However, we would like to point out that besides the nice aesthetics and cool features the car has, the real benefit for us investors of Lucid selling this car are the high margins that they will have. By selling a luxury car first, they will be raking in more cash to develop more vehicles and technology to appeal to a larger market, which would then further popularize Lucid and increase its overall valuation. As of February, Lucid has 7,500 reservation pre-orders, translating to about $650 million in potential sales. So ideally, lots of profits from these potential sales. But here's where Lucid becomes even more like Tesla. Lucid hopes to leverage its ultra-dense proprietary battery technology to make energy storage solutions, similar to Tesla's Powerwall platform. So this makes Lucid more than just an EV company, but also a competitor in the energy space as well. But how do we reach a $1 trillion valuation? Here, InvestorPlace calls Lucid a mini Tesla and makes the following calculation. With the assumption that EVs will hit it big globally, Lucid grabs a 8% global EV market share, so not a huge slice of the pie, sells vehicles at a 40,000 net average, far below their current luxury prices, and scales up to 30% gross margins with 20% operating margins. Lucid could be worth $600 billion without even considering the energy storage business. Add on $100 billion if you do consider the energy storage, and bump up the valuation to $1 trillion if energy storage does take off. But again, this will take a 20-year time span according to InvestorPlace, and without mentioning what other competitors will be capable of in the meantime either. But if you're like this author and think that CCIV should be worth $70 today, now is the great time to buy. But invest only what you are willing to risk. But here's our reasoning to why we don't think it'll take Lucid that long to surge back up. Maybe or maybe not to $1 trillion, but probably higher than their merger valuation. Let's take a look at CCIV's short interest. Currently, according to fintel.io, the short volume ratio is about 18% of the total market volume. This is important if we take a look at why Tesla was able to have their huge run-up in 2020, and it was primarily due to the shorts that they had on their stock. This article by Market Insider tells us that Tesla short sellers lost $38 billion in 2020, and the short interest on Tesla's float was nearly 20%. So this sounds like a very similar recipe for CCIV and Lucid to grow just like Tesla did, since their short interests are at a very similar 18% currently. We will have to wait and see what will come from these shorts and how Lucid will perform in the next months and years to come. If you are looking to buy shares of CCIV and need a brokerage, be sure to use the referral links in the description below for some free sign-on bonuses that can get added to your accounts. Good luck everyone with your holdings, and stay tuned on our channel for any news regarding any Lucid Motors developments. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when we release our next video. Please like and share for more videos similar to this one, and comment below with any questions that you may have so that we can address them in future videos. Thanks.